Good evening, everyone. I'm Lauren Flanigan, and I'm here to introduce my dear friend, Charles Jarden. Charles and I have one of those friendships that goes way, way, way back and has gotten more sweet and more interesting and richer over the years. I remember many times sitting across the street from the New York City Opera, talking about American opera productions, the future of American opera, and how important that was to the lifeblood of New York City, and ultimately out into the world. Charles has made a mark that few will make. He has a passion that few have. It's a passion that's about community, it's about the spoken word, the sung word, and it's shared equally with how the piano functions there, how the orchestra manages its way into the lifeblood of a new piece. When you look back at the significant contribution of opera in America, in my opinion, Charles will be inexorably tied to that. He's an inspirer, he's a creator, he's a community activist and a strategist. And those are qualities that are very hard to find in one person. And it's amazing that he lent those qualities so generously to put this beautiful company out into the world. So now I'm going to don my glasses and read to you a beautiful introduction of Charles Jarden, written by the new General Director of American Opera Projects, Matt Gray. Charles learned and lived opera by working at the Santa Fe Opera and the Philadelphia Opera Companies. He worked internationally at the Paris Opera and Glyndebourne Festival before becoming one of the founders of the American Opera Projects and then its general director from 2002 until 2019. One of his first leadership decisions was to move American Opera Projects from its original Broome Street loft in Manhattan to its current home in Fort Greene, Brooklyn. He wanted American Opera Projects to be the neighborhood's opera company and follow in the steps of its native rebels like Walt Whitman, Richard Wright, Spike Lee, and Branford Marsalis. Soon, opera singers were heard on the streets and the sidewalks all over Brooklyn in Fort Greene Park. For many, it was their first time hearing opera. For most, it was their first time hearing opera like this, new, in English, and based on stories of today, of the people and places in Brooklyn that they knew and loved, and even in song using their own words. Soon he would move there too. He would make it his home with Norman. He would lead the restoration of Fort Greene Park Conservancy as their president. He would participate in community activism, and he became a friend and neighbor to all. And if you've ever tried to walk a block with Charles in Brooklyn, you know this to be completely true. At AOP, he took risks on operas, and he believed in artists years before most opera houses would consider putting something new on their stages. He sought out partnerships with daring, innovative institutions such as Lincoln Center Festival, the Brooklyn Academy of Music, the Spoleto Festival USA, and with presenters in Austria, Germany, Poland, and the United Kingdom. He created a pipeline for American opera projects. He developed the shows that reached massive audiences worldwide, shows like Darkling, The Summer King, Harriet Tubman, Out Cold, and Hagoromo. But most distinctively, he formed the LGBTQ canon of contemporary opera that includes Before Night Falls, A Letter to East 11th Street, Paul's Case, Patience and Sarah, and As One, the most produced new opera in the United States over the past 6 years, and a clear sign that the industry was finally catching up to Charles's singular vision. So tonight, we honor that vision. We honor the lasting cultural significance that Charles created. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friend, Charles Jarden.
Thank you for honoring me tonight. I'm truly grateful to be among you all, and it's an even greater honor to be placed alongside of Angel Blue, who is making such important contributions to opera right now. This honoring makes me face the 30 plus years at AOP and about 43 total in the industry, counting my time at Philadelphia and Santa Fe opera companies, 6 years at each. I've always been lucky and continue to be lucky to be among innovators as colleagues, people who push opera and its stories forward instead of only looking back at the 18th or 19th centuries. At AOP, we seek creators who are very much involved in the current issues of our time, social justice issues, the belief that society should push opera in directions where opera is actually needed. Society, too, can be pushed to be better through opera, and especially now. So thank you to my partners in crime, to Norman, who is holding the phone, filming me, to Lauren Flanigan, miss you and where are you? To Matt, Mila, Team AOP, AOP board members, and friends. It is so good to see your faces tonight. Thank you.
Charles, I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you have done.
It's the first time that Charles was presenting to the board, to the company, said, I want us to put our energy behind libretto readings, and this is why. It wasn't something that was done in the industry, and now, well, it is.
Wendy and I attended AOP's first chance reading of Patience and Sarah. You were already changing the landscape of contemporary music theater.
Charles, congratulations on this well-deserved honor, and thank you for all that you've done for the field of opera.
One of the things I was really grateful for from AOP, but also from Charles in particular, was a sense of faith that he can have in something, and I think he loves the art form.
What impressed me about Charles was he would come down from on high from Mr. Crosby's office, and he always had to find out something, and he was always very diplomatic and very discreet. And that's a characteristic that has served him well.
Composers in the Voice. I showed up having walked across Prospect Park, and I said, okay, Charles, sit down, I've got an idea. And he listened and figured out how to say yes to as much as possible.
Hey Charles, Finley Giles here, and I wish to express our gratitude to you for all you've given us over the years with the American Opera Project.
As one whose life in opera was made possible in part by Charles Jarden's generosity, vision, dedication, and hard work, I'm here now to say thank you, Charles.
Thank you, and I love you.
Thank you for your consistency in being kind and interested.
On behalf of the Lincoln Center Festival and Spoleto Festival USA, let me give you a sincere and deep thanks.
Congratulations on a stellar career.
Charles, congratulations on your retirement.
I congratulate you, I thank you, I appreciate you, I love you, and I honor you, and I respect you. Thank you.
Hello, I am Matt Gray, General Director of the American Opera Project. And on behalf of the AOP staff and Board of Directors, I'm proud to present to Charles a plaque recognizing his contribution to the creation of the new American canon of opera that will be prominently placed at the National Opera Center here in New York City.